Welcome to The Explainer. So today we are going to unlock the secrets of SaaS pricing. We're talking about how to turn it from, just a number into your most powerful strategic weapon. Let's dive into the playbook that really separates the leaders from everyone else. Okay, let's kick things off with a big question for all you SaaS founders and product managers out there. When you look at your pricing, what do you see? Is it just a number on a page? Or maybe even something you feel like you have to do, kind of like a necessary evil? Well, if that's how you see it, you are missing out on the single most powerful lever you have for growth. Seriously, pricing isn't just about the money. It's not a finance thing. It's strategy, plain and simple. It dictates your market position, your growth, your profits. It's how customers perceive the very soul of your product. Okay, so let's get right into the thick of it. We're going to start by exposing a huge mistake that so many companies make right from day one. And honestly, it's a flaw in thinking that can stop growth dead in its tracks. So you've got two camps, right? On one side, you have the old school way, cost-based pricing. It sounds simple enough. You figure out your costs, add a little margin, and boom, you're done. But here's the thing. In SaaS, that is a recipe for disaster. It completely ignores the value you're delivering. But on the other side, you have the winning strategy, value-based pricing. This is where your price is a direct reflection of the success your customer gets. It's not about your costs at all. It's about their outcomes. And that brings us to the core idea that just changes everything. It's a total paradigm shift. You're moving the whole conversation away from your costs and putting the spotlight squarely on your customer's success. It's a huge deal. And here it is in a nutshell, value-based pricing. The whole idea is to tie your price to the economic value you create for your user. Forget your development costs. It's a really simple but profound shift, right? You're pricing based on their return on investment, not your profit and loss statement. Now, this isn't just some high-level theory. It's an actual, practical, four-step process you can follow. First, you got to start with empathy. Really understanding the job your customer is hiring your product to do. Then you have to quantify the value you deliver. We're talking hard numbers like dollars saved or hours gained. After that, you segment your customers based on what they value most. And finally, you line up your feature bundles and your pricing tiers to match those different groups. When you get right down to it, your whole pricing strategy has to answer one simple question from your customer's perspective. Your pricing page, your sales pitch, all of it has to scream an immediate resounding yes to this question. If there's even a hint of hesitation, well, you've got more work to do. All right, let's shift gears and get tactical. It's time to see how this whole philosophy translates into a real toolkit you can use. We're going to break down the models, the metrics, and the packaging strategies, basically the building blocks of a killer pricing strategy. So what's so interesting here is that there's no magic bullet, no one-size-fits-all answer. A simple flat fee, perfect for a tool like Basecamp. But a collaborative hub like Slack, a per-user model just makes sense. HubSpot is a master of using tiers to serve different customers, while Twilio's usage-based model is a no-brainer for their API product. The big takeaway here is this: your model has to mirror how your customer actually gets value from you. The linchpin for any of these models is what we call the value metric. This is the one thing, the specific unit of measurement that grows right alongside your customer's success. Think about it: messages sent, projects created, data processed. What's absolutely crucial is picking a metric that actually encourages people to use your product more, not one that makes them feel punished for it. And this is a perfect illustration of what smart packaging looks like. It's not about just cramming every single feature into one box. No, it's about smart segmentation. You've got your core must-have features. That's your foundation. Then you layer on the differentiators to create your different tiers. And finally, you keep your most powerful features as add-ons for those big enterprise clients. It creates this really clear upgrade path and helps customers pick the plan that's actually right for them. And hey, let's not forget, pricing is also a bit of psychology. You can use some proven behavioral science to frame your value in the best possible light. Take anchoring, for example. You show the highest price first, and suddenly everything else looks more reasonable. Or what about a decoy tier? You create a plan that's not a great deal just to make your preferred option look like an absolute bargain. Look, these aren't tricks. They're just smart ways to guide customers to the choice that's probably best for them anyway. Okay, so this all sounds good in theory, right? But how does it actually play out in the real world? Let's take a look at how some of the biggest names in SaaS have used these exact principles, from value metrics to a little bit of psychology, to build pricing strategies that completely dominate their markets. All right, first up, Slack. These guys are absolute masters at aligning their price with that perfect moment, the exact point where a team starts getting real, tangible value from the product. I mean, their strategy was just brilliant. First, freemium gets tons of people in the door with zero friction. Then their value metric, the message history, is a perfect way to measure how much a team is collaborating. And that upgrade trigger, that 10,000 message limit, oh, it was perfectly timed. It kicks in right when a team is so dependent on Slack they can't imagine working without it. So the upgrade doesn't feel like a cost, it feels like an obvious investment. Okay, next up we have HubSpot, and they give us a total masterclass in how to structure your pricing around the customer's own journey, taking them from a tiny startup all the way to a massive enterprise. HubSpot basically built this pricing ladder that customers are actually excited to climb. Every single rung on that ladder, from the free tools all the way up to the enterprise suite, matches a specific stage in a company's growth. They make the return on investment super clear at every step, and they cleverly use bundles to get you to move from, say, their marketing tool over to their sales and service products. It's really smart.
Okay, let's bring this all home. If you want to master your own pricing journey, you really need to know three things: what to measure, what pitfalls to avoid, and what's coming down the pike.
You've heard it before, you can't manage what you don't measure. You have to be tracking key metrics to see if your strategy is actually working. Net revenue retention, or NRR, that's a big one. It tells you if you're growing with your current customers. Your LTV to CAC ratio, that's basically your business's health check. And your free to paid conversion rate, well, that's the ultimate report card on how well your product is selling itself. But listen, a quick word of warning here. Avoiding these common traps is every bit as important as using the right strategies. A one-size-fits-all price? It's a death sentence for a SaaS business. Too many tiers? You're just going to confuse people. And the biggest sin of all is pricing your features instead of your customers' outcomes. You have to remember, pricing is a constant conversation with your market, so please never, ever stop listening. And if we look ahead, pricing is only going to get smarter. We're heading towards things like AI-driven dynamic pricing, really clever hybrid models that blend self-serve with big enterprise sales teams, and maybe the holy grail, pricing that's tied directly to the real-time outcomes your customers are getting. The future is definitely data-driven, adaptive, and super personal. So we'll leave you with this one last thought, because it really gets to the heart of why this is also important. Long before a customer ever sees a single feature, before they click a single button, your pricing has already told them a story about your value. Your job is to make sure it's telling the right one.